Hello, flight sim enthusiasts. Today, we're going to look and listen to the IndiaFoxtEcho F35 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. You've probably seen there has been a new sound update by Echo 19 added to the F35. We're going to fly a couple of elements from the F35A airshow display routine. Luckily, there are some really helpful videos on the display team channel which explains many of the maneuvers in their routine, so I've used these as a guide. And we'll finish our video today by watching and listening to a hover demo and climb away in the B model. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Our first maneuver today is of course takeoff. Full afterburner, staying low to 350 knots, then pulling up to a 60-degree climb to 2,000 feet. We then pull the stick back and roll into a half Cuban 8. Next up, it's the opposing roll passes. 3 full rolls in alternating directions at 400 knots and 300 feet. This next maneuver really helps to show the difference in the two sets of sounds. It's a minimum radius turn to lightning loop. We enter at 400 knots, 300 feet. Once completing the turn and being back level with the crowd, pull vertical to 3,000 feet, and then fall back on the stick to complete a loop. Our final maneuver is the high-speed pass to climb out. Entering at 650 knots, or Mach 0.95, we pull the nose up to fully vertical and climb straight up to 10,000 feet. For me, it's on the whole a good improvement to the F35, particularly in the following areas. Firstly, there certainly seems to be less repetition in the engine sounds. When making the video, I did start to pick up on a noticeable repetition in the original engine. The Echo 19 update seems to have eliminated this very effectively. Secondly, in the original sound pack, the afterburner sounds perhaps more like an additional sound effect layered over the top of the engine sound, rather than a change in the engine sound itself. The new afterburner sounds more like it's coming from the same engine. I like it a lot more. And finally, there is definitely a lot more attenuation in the sound as the plane is further away from the listener or is pointing away, and this gives a much more realistic feel, a lot more like watching a display at a real airshow. And finally, it's worth noting that this is a free upgrade, so it's great value and certainly gives a good reason to get the F35 out of your locker. I hope you found this useful, and I'll leave you with a short demo using the new sound.